This is the way the world ends.
Social self-obsessive species, everything is peachy. Having cyber interactions, get erections from the TV. Vocal about opinions, about elections up in DC. With the total lack of knowledge, rope around your neck was easy. Chemical complaint, deformity machine. Skin eraser, lost creator, poison that you breathe. Traitor, parasite, xenophilic golden boy. Seen him with a soy product, wrote the Village Voice about it. Tell me conclusions of stories I ain't got time for. Situations with the information missing, misinformed. We seen the same rain through separate systems, different storms. We stacking bodies up in boxes in a distant war. I eat my vegetables, I like the broccoli. What is more fictitious, the gods or you and I? You need a court's admission, you think the cops comply. I don't acknowledge systems, I never found it wise. I wasn't born to just support the shit that's palpable. I don't see Earth as disproportionately valuable. If there's a God, I'm sure his name is unpronounceable. If there's a hell, I'm sure we'll all be held accountable. I drew a portrait of Abraxas on a napkin. Sex has never given me an ounce of satisfaction. Life throws a lot of questions, but I never ask them. Facts are human arrogance, we barely know a fraction. We barely know a fraction.
This is the way the world ends.
We barely know a fraction.
This is the way the world ends.
Facts are human arrogance, we barely know a fraction.
Anything, I don't know anything, I don't know anything, I don't know anything.
We barely know a fraction.
Anything, I don't know anything.
This is the way the world ends.
Seconds like a century, imprisoned in necrotic flesh, cognizant beyond my death, paralyzed and frozen in its carnal penitentiary, lucidly projecting hellish specters, ghoulish architecture, enveloped in a darkness far beyond my mind can measure, suffocating violent pressure, it just goes on forever. Are these electromagnetic hallucinations? Is this everybody's afterlife or something I've created? Abandoned and dismissed in a flaccid impotence, with the cold illumination that I no longer exist. In the grave within a grave, it was the first time I prayed. No one here to tell me that I shouldn't be afraid. Falling endlessly deeper, yet immobile and still. In this infinite ether, washing over my filth. Neither angels or reapers or ghosts were fulfilled. Just a cavity to soak up my guilt and my depravity. The flowers up above me wilting down so they can laugh at me. To think we spend our lives convinced we understand agony. A familiar voice
is finally at peace,
shrieking through the silence to remind me I'm deceased. I tried to answer, but the dead can't speak. The biggest prison in the world, underground, 6 feet. In a grave within a grave within a grave within a grave. In a grave within a grave within a grave. In a grave within a grave. In a grave within a grave. It was the first time I prayed. In a grave within a grave. No one there to tell me that I shouldn't be afraid. I got soaked through the rainiest days, they made me this way. Should've left the street, but it paid me to stay. The path that I walked on was paving my pain, so I strayed and laid bricks for the opposite lanes. If you ain't rich, you don't play about that guap. I view the city like a section of a swamp. A lot of shit grows, but nothing that you want. A lot of shit gross, and that's just being blunt. Bitches acting foul and bitches wanna stunt. Nothing ever changes till you willing to confront. Crooked cop, yeah, I see him too. Every person has autonomy, we ain't got a clue. I know it sound hazy when I twist that J, that rich town way. These dummies catch a 6-round fade. And yeah, I know them honeys got them big round things, but really I don't give a fuck about that blase. I play the resurrector like the Tribe cassette, cause your third eye's just a fucking hole in your head. I play the resurrector like the Tribe cassette, cause your third eye's just a fucking hole in your head. Gallon after gallon, brains wet, seeing dead shit. Morning never happened, I'm so somewhere in my headspace. Walk for blocks, never figured out my destination. 40 Glock pops, talking cop into a resignation. I'm a mental patient, safety not a strong suit. Wrongdoer safety off, one J, but I'm dog puke. Tell them shooter, just get off me. Sociopathy, probably shit that bothers most of y'all, probably never bothers me. Told you not to follow me, newspapers a shit show. Idiot with a slit throat, stuff coke in his piss hole. Kills family with missiles, politician fuck bitches with issues. Everything I read is just a sick joke. It never really registered as funny. Rather figure out the time they fill the registers with money. It never really registered as funny. Rather figure out the time they fill the registers with money. psychiatrics, coughing with a hat like a player out of practice. 20 in my notes, whatever, get it done the fastest. Eyes closed, praying for apocalypse disasters. No gods, no masters, no befores, no afters. Ugly man don't make you disappear just like a rapture. Dodging destiny, still they coughing like a bed to me. The voices spoke incessantly, my pride is what they fed to me. Tried to read the messages, but words was wrote illegibly. Hennessy suppressing all my memories. Mirror showed me glimpses of the enemies possessing me. Toxic thought telepathy, living legacy. Rocket weapons like accessories, dying for supremacy. Really with significant as centipedes. Crawl around the earth with no identities. You not special, don't pretend to be. Your tendencies are so predictable, it's difficult to remedy. I can read 1 billion books, still not know what pill I took. I can have 1,000,000 guns, still walk with Achilles Foot.
Sympathy for Satan, the sorrows of Satan. Sympathy for Satan, the sorrows of Satan. Sympathy for Satan, the sorrows of Satan.
I fell apart and took my mind with me. I have been barely sustaining, my pain just marinating. I fell apart and took my mind with me, just a ghost cloaked in lies with a broken spine. Fell apart and took my mind with me, just an unrecognizable creature, caught under an avalanche. Fell apart and took my mind with me, my presence unnerving. I'm a shadow always lurking, surrounded by death. Even the towel rack reminds me of the handles pallbearers grip tightly on the way out of church, what they used to lift you up into the back of that hearse. I see a woman tighten grip on her purse, can't be offended, she doesn't know my intentions, she imagines the worst. Around here, the conditions severe. Around here, you tightrope between detachment and fear, between the shattered fragments of existence that collapse and appear. Never changes, just exacerbates depression deeper year after year. Pain weaving in, pain weaving out, hard, worms, sharp, turns, sparse, words, scars, burns. I spent a long time dying, don't wake me up yet. Public executions, you'll never see me upset. Force-fed myself with blow, but now I settle for sedatives. No longer in the streets, I belong in the crevices. Positively negative, popular I've never been. Hard to be a person when you lack the mental requisites. Emotionally deficit, consumed with all the wretchedness. Not optimist or pessimist, my politics are in exodus. Spouting countless fountains out while drowning in the brine. My life's the foulest algorithm science can't define. They trap you in these systems that are phallic in design, because they fuck you in the mind. Boy, they fuck you all the time. I fell apart and took my mind with me, being strung up at the ligaments with cultural derivatives. Fell apart and took my mind with me, pronounced dead by a nemesis, a doubt without a benefit. I fell apart and took my mind with me, just a cluster of atoms thrust deep in a chasm. I feel apart and now your mind is with me, smoke in your eyes, the world's a joke in disguise.
melancholy, tan melancholy, this 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 melancholy, tan melancholy.
Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Everything is very temporary except decisions. Just the navigation of this future I envision. Humor in these people that too stupid to be living in arbitrary figment. A rumor that I never was. Obvious when people seem different than the rest of us, or think less of us. Only hoes I care about, pumping in the pipe fumes. Car running windows up, hoping I'ma die soon. Nighttime highs dilate bigger than bike dreams. That's the reason that I stay up past the sunset. I like director, where's the new one? Is it done yet? Problems that I run from, impossible to sublet. You don't want them either, there's a fever in the subtext. Boiled all the mercury, question what it's worth to me. Hard liquor, fire breath, slurred dialect. In a mist like Big Vitabec with overdose side effects. Probably take a prowler second, try to get some rest. Cut the modest fingers off and never sign a check. What about your future? IDGAF, world's so cold, I can see they breath. Feeling like distance is a bitch to express. Pissing upstream when your dick is erect, or when you're picking up steam and get a fist in the chest. I'm dead meat, I'm dead weight. Dragging my body home with my chin strength. Probably never make it home again at this pace. Waking the devil up cause I've been staying at his place. I'm dead meat, I'm dead weight. Dragging my body home with my chin strength. Probably never make it home again at this pace. Waking the devil up cause I've been staying at his place. I'm dead meat, I'm dead weight. Dragging my body home with my chin strength. Probably never make it home again at this pace. Waking the devil up cause I've been staying at his place. I'm dead meat, I'm dead weight. Dragging my body home with my chin strength. Probably never make it home again at this pace. Waking the devil up cause I've been staying at his place. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Funny how the hours stretch and melt away my empathy. Persistence of a memory. Persistence of a memory.
Melancholy, 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 melancholy.
Was untouchable. What they gonna throw me in a juvie for a month or two? Try me, I still ain't doing nothing that you want me to. Cutting and disrupting every classroom discussion. Cussing out my mom, puffing blunts, getting dusted. Overwhelmed with distrust in everything that I wasn't. Things I know now, I guess I felt them back then. Power and control reflect fear among men. The shit that they condemn, you can see amongst them. So I never ever ever wanna be amongst them. See a landscape littered with the blisters of potential. People letting ghosts govern most of their mental. The opposite of dope your folks hope you resemble. Doomed from the get like a goat in a temple. Hard to not dwell among fear, knowing that the court treat crime so severe. But I'm blowing smoke out the window, being so cavalier. Shaking up the bottle when I open the beer. Only obligation is to prosper in my operations. Money motivation, stay gaudy, ostentatious. Ain't even a challenge cause the rap game basic. I ain't heard talent since it's fact, not assumption. Rap sound like shit with the fronts in. Hate getting lumped in. Giant next to munchkins. Catch me on the other side, wildin' in a dungeon. Slugs is just snails without shells. The perception, evolution fucked them over and failed. But they survive without protection. In this jungle they dwell, with giants throwing salt all on their people. Can't consider them frail. Spit vinegar in sour times, live under the power lines. I'm just a bag of tumors full of alkaline. All you do is carve them out, sew up any abscess. Go about your business, keep your distance from the dragnets. Backseat driving, passenger traveling, bumming the ride in my own brain. Pointless meandering, using the vanity mirror to break up the cocaine. Loitering, lost in the memory, somewhere between the first kiss and the dope vein. Nursing myself as an infant, and in the same instant I'm shackled and cuffed and restrained. How does this fucking pertain to anything other than coping with pain? All of the time I spent hoping to change, just an obsession with stoking the flames. Haunted, something hovers over me, I feel its breath. The skeletal projection of accumulated stress. You got the TV ignite, world stiff is alright. Dreaming about a crisis, all I fucking hear is sirens. Climates turn to ice, and your life turn to lifeless. Sitting on my throne, I'm alone in the silence. First hit the wax, then you exhale the vapor. Economies collect, and you stack just some paper. Running round a maze while they laugh in your face. Rather burn down the city, give me fucking 50 acres. give me fucking 58.
Teenager. That could be our kid doing that. How could that possibly happen?
Changes, we just wander aimless, friends turn into strangers. Chalk up my exchanges and discarded conversations. They're just carcasses for vultures in the composition stages. Endless entertainment for these culture commentators. Stylish innovators that just vanish minutes later. Say your style is very painterly, but painting's not an art. Art is tricking you with statements that the painter's painting art. Without an explanation, it's just pretty little marks. The market soul's imagination just to keep you in the dark. Like you bitches need a cosign to rock a fashion. Like you can't see a bigger picture without a caption.
Till some critic go and write it out. A long-winded trite amount of words that you can slide around some websites and fight about. Meanings with your life without. Surfing till you're wiping out. Conservation activists, you're living with your lights out.
What's it all mean? What's he saying when he says it? What's the underlying topic? What's the motive in his message? What's it all mean? What's he saying when he says it? What's the underlying topic? What's the motive in his message? What's it all mean? What's he saying when he says it? What's the underlying topic? What's the motive in his message? What's it all mean? What's he saying when he says it? What's the underlying topic? What's the motive in his message?
But what if he was bored and there was no between the lines? It was a way to pass the time. He liked the way it rhymed.
You know what the rattling pieces are in this, don't you?
What?
Some little pieces of buffalo chicken.